The Scribe and the Spoken World. Chapter 2. Invisible Agreements. The contracts you never knew you signed. There are two kinds of agreements in this world, the ones you speak and the ones that speak you. The spoken agreements are easy to recognise. Sure, I'll help. I'm done with him. I promise I'll change. I won't let that happen again. But beneath those live the agreements you never consciously made, the ones inherited, absorbed, assumed. These are the agreements that shape your life, far more than ones you remember choosing. Invisible agreements, silent contracts, unconscious vows written not in ink, but in experience. Every human carries them, but most never discover them. And yet they determine what you tolerate, what you pursue, what you sabotage, what you attract, what you fear, what you believe you deserve, what you believe is possible. Invisible agreements form the architecture of your identity, not destiny, not fate, not the universe deciding for you. Agreements. Where the first agreements form? The earliest agreements are formed in moments you no longer recall. You fell and no one came. Agreement, I am alone. You succeeded and someone mocked you. Agreement, it's safer to stay small. You spoke your truth and were punished. Agreement, my voice is dangerous. You loved someone who didn't love you back. Agreement, I am easy to leave. You watched adults pretend they were fine. Agreement, we hide what hurts. None of these were spoken, none were negotiated, none were deliberate. But a child doesn't need logic to form a contract. A child only needs an emotion strong enough to carve a belief into the psyche. Pain becomes instruction, fear becomes principle, silence becomes law. These agreements follow you into adulthood, exactly as written. How invisible agreements control the game. The universe is not punishing you. You are simply experiencing the world your agreements permit. If you carry the vow, I am responsible, you will attract people who require saving. If you carry the vow, I am not enough, you will pursue situations that confirm it. If you carry the vow, love is loss, you will choose partners who cannot stay. If you carry the vow, good things don't last, you will find a way to end them. If you carry the vow, speaking the truth causes pain, you will swallow words that were meant to free you. Invisible agreements turn life into a closed circuit. The same patterns, the same outcomes, the same heartbreak, the same ceiling. The same loop disguised as bad luck or fate. Not fate, fulfillment of contract. Where agreements hide? Invisible agreements hide in your repeated complaints, your private doubts, your triggers, your patterns, your habits, your tone, your apologising, your procrastination, your refusal to be seen, your need for control, your fear of intimacy, your discomfort with success, your inability to receive praise. They hide in the phrases that slip from your mouth before you know you've said them. That's just who I am. Things never work out for me. I always attract the wrong ones. I ruin everything good. I'm not meant for more. I don't want to be disappointed again. I prefer to stay low key. I'm better alone. Exactly. Every one of these is an agreement masquerading as personality. The most dangerous agreements are noble. The agreements that ruin lives never sound like weakness. They sound like virtue. I can handle it. I don't need help. I don't want to bother anyone. I just want everyone else to be okay. I don't expect much. I can take the hit. These sound like strength. They are not. They are agreements that drain you, age you, erode your boundaries, and keep you playing a role you were never meant to carry alone. The world rewards those agreements, but they are vows of self-abandonment. The Scribe's law of agreements. Here is the law, simple and uncompromising. You cannot outgrow an agreement you have not brought into the light. You can change habits, you can change partners, you can change cities, you can change careers, but until the underlying vow is exposed, you remain bound to it. The Scribe obeys the agreements you do not question. Not the universe, not karma, not destiny, your scribe. Your inner record keeper, your transcriber, your lawmaker. The Scribe holds every vow you ever made in emotion and fulfills it with precision until you revoke it. This is not punishment. This is consistency. The scribe honours your word, even the word you never meant to speak. Breaking an invisible agreement. You do not break an invisible agreement through force, you break it through witnessing. Awareness dissolves contracts faster than effort. To bring an agreement into the light is to weaken its hold. To speak it loud is to break its spell. To question it is to reclaim your sovereignty. Breaking an agreement often sounds like, I see now where that vow began. That was never mine. I don't agree to this anymore. I release this contract. I choose differently now. The story ends here, and the scribe, who has been waiting patiently for decades, recognises the new decree. The old contract falls, the loop begins to unwind, a new reality opens. This is the power of spoken sovereignty. Closing the agreement loop. Most people think change requires willpower. It doesn't. Change requires agreement revision. Once you discover the vow beneath the pattern, your entire life begins to reconfigure around the new truth. Invisible agreements were never your enemy. They were your first attempts at survival. But you are not surviving anymore. You are awakening. An awakening begins by speaking the words you were once too young to say. I release the agreements that were never mine. Speak it, mean it, let the scribe record it. A new chapter begins the moment the old agreement ends. That ends chapter 2. Tomorrow, chapter 3, the mirror.